As a child, I was extremely shy. I was extremely anxious about things at school, participating in school. So I just thought that was quite normal to be like that and to avoid circumstances. I think before my first major panic attack, I actually remember being probably 18, 19, being with some friends at a cinema and feeling my heart beating and thinking that it wasn't quite right. And my first instinct was that could I be possibly having a heart attack? I kept feeling the pulse rate going for the entirety of the movie to make sure I was still ticking. So then in my early 20s, no, it's probably about 19, 20. I woke up one morning and my first feeling waking up was my heart feeling like it was jumping out of my body, racing a million miles an hour. Again, my natural thought was that I was having a heart attack. From there, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was feeling out of body. I felt like I was almost dying. I was sort of leaving my body. I wanted to pretend it wasn't happening. I don't like bothering people. I keep a lot of, especially at that age, I was keeping a lot of dramas going on in my life to myself and just putting on a brave front. And I remember one morning, probably 3 a.m. and I'm not religious, but I prayed and said, if I can survive this, I promise I'll go to the doctor. And I went to the doctor, made an appointment, went to the doctor a few days later and told him what I was experiencing and got no resolution. I ended up seeing 7 different doctors. When they couldn't easily diagnosed me. They just sent me on my way, not knowing what to do. So unfortunately, my diagnosis didn't happen till I had given up work, unable to cope, and ended up, my life just kind of disappeared with anxiety. It wasn't until I kind of gathered that, is this agoraphobia? Someone said, yeah, you are. So I went and got books and I saw all these aha of, okay, I've got all these symptoms, but what do I do now? I was so elated to have an answer, finally. I knew what I was battling. My key advice would be to talk, to not be ashamed of what you're suffering and to speak to family and friends.